Welcome to ClubhouseNews.com. You're tuned in to Clubhouse News Weekend for the week ending Saturday, February 28th. I'm Shays.
And I'm Sebastian. Old Man Winter's icy kingdom isn't showing any signs of melting as chilly Arctic storms continue their month-long assault on the USA. Snow, rain, and chilly weather are closing schools, canceling hundreds of flights, and keeping people indoors.
All right, everyone, chill.
Scientists think global warming has thinned the barrier that normally keeps freezing air currents in the North Pole as they creep down to the Midwest, the South, and the East Coast, like icicles stretching their frosty claws. This week, some of the hardest hit states included Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, and Virginia, where 3 to 5 inches of snow and temperatures in the low 30s are making people shiver. I think we need Finn and Jake to hurry up and defeat the Ice King already. Even the ocean is chilled because waves of slush were coming ashore in Nantucket, an island south of Cape Cod in Massachusetts.
The United Nations is working to save the high seas as overfishing and climate change threaten wildlife and their habitats. Coastal areas are often regulated, meaning government laws control what people can do to the environment. But it's often open season in the high seas beyond them. These largely unexplored regions not only make up nearly 60% of the oceans, they are Earth's biggest home to living organisms. Unfortunately, a study of marine life over the past 10 years estimates that about 90% of big predators like swordfish and tuna have been lost. Highly damaging fishing methods are partially responsible, like trawling, which tears up vulnerable habitats when it drags huge nets along the bottom of the ocean. Most of the living creatures and plants caught in these nets aren't even put to good use, and they're tossed back dead into the waters. Trying to reduce human impact on air and land pollution may be a far more difficult task. But United Nations members want to at least agree on rules that would help protect the high seas. To do this, they're simplifying the complicated knot of international laws that get in the way of governing the ocean. While fish in the high seas may be protected, no one could have stopped Italian fisherman Dino Ferrari from catching a monster catfish recently, which weighed 280 pounds and was 8.7 feet long. He's just about the right size to play in the NFL. I'm sure the Miami Dolphins will be contacting him soon.
From damaged high seas to low-hanging smog, India's air pollution has been linked to shortening the lives of millions. As man-made pollution fills the skies, scientists believe it's causing global warming, trapping the sun's rays in the earth. Our planet isn't the only one getting sick though, since the World Health Organization said that 1 in 8 human lives were snuffed out by air pollution in 2012. Last year, a study found that 13 out of 20 most polluted cities in the world are in India, and researchers recently revealed that half of India's citizens are losing about 3.2 years of life from air pollution. The lack of fresh air might explain some of their movies. Since India is the second most populated country in the world behind China, with over 1.25 billion people, that means about 660 million Indians may lose 2.1 billion living years from air pollution. Researchers from the University of Chicago, Yale, and Harvard were the first to spot the problem through the haze, and they found that the pollution is mainly caused by open fires fueled by coal and wood. While many of us in the USA enjoy electricity and clean ovens, about 3 billion people have to use smoke-belching stoves. Almost 2/3 of people in India use these stoves, and when the toxic air joins the smog from other sources like car traffic, it creates nasty brown clouds and poisonous skies.
There's a major cyber expansion in the works for the Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA. The internet is definitely becoming the Wild West. Everyone from common criminals to major governments unleashed their hacking skills. Just 2 weeks ago, hackers robbed upwards of $1 billion in the biggest bank heist ever. And USA officials confirmed that last December's Sony Pictures hack was backed by North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un in revenge for The Interview, an action comedy about assassinating him. As if that wasn't enough of a wake-up call for boosting America's cyber defenses, there's a growing threat in the Middle East from religious extremists calling themselves the Islamic State. The CIA even has to worry about its own people turning on them, since the USA's National Security Agency sprung a leak in 2013 when Edward Snowden revealed the government was collecting data on citizens. Now the USA is going to flex its cyber muscle in the never-ending spy versus spy game. The CIA will use its new technology to identify traitors like Snowden, unmask foreign agents, locate targets for drone strikes, and break into modern enemies like the Islamic State. China and Russia have already begun stealing billions of dollars of hard-won secrets and information from American corporations. So the CIA will definitely have its handful keeping the USA secure in the new cyber age.
On a lighter cyber note, the Federal Communications Commission approved a net neutrality plan, which would prevent companies from charging people more for faster internet speeds. Critics are worried that government control will just lead to companies raising their prices and small businesses being unable to compete by offering fast lanes on the internet. Supporters believe this is a step forward, making online use a public utility like electricity, natural gas, and water.